City Mall. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Opening hours are Monday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Talk your talk, but we don't talk. Come talk with us. Straight 919 FM.
Time to build this country back. Rebuilding time. Time to build this country back. This country don't owe me any favors. This country raised me from boy to man. But the village vibe we used to savor. Really, really get to know how to hide. No thing that's so fine, just by your hairstyle. They go target you and kill you dead. If I were a Tom, 10 Muslim I am, and the Rasta crew go treatment red. My standards can't fall any lower. The country ballin', for true patriots we have to search. I see women modeling by the altar. The country ballin', but a mini road don't reach the church. And since politics is just jokes and kicks, when values of hold under attack, time to build the country back. Whether red or yellow or and jack, time to build the country back. If you love the red, white and black, time to build this country back. Time to build this country back. The youth are the beacon of the future, but some get caught up with social gain. But now that they legalize the ganja, all of them done switch to sesame pills. They say take a try, it will make you fly. It does make you feel like Superman. So days are confused, oh cha-cha abuse. We can help them all through the land. They raid a church and find human traffic. The country ballin', one set a man lock up in a cage. The pastor say that's the normal tactic. The country ballin', to calm all men when they get enraged. And who wasn't numb, just turn blind and dumb. But when the weak fall under attack, time to build the
Millennial youth. Now is the time to let your voice be heard on current affairs and pressing issues in your country. Only on the street 919 FM and Iwer TV. Call us now at 342-0081 or 466-5391. Overseas, call us at 7188-743860 or WhatsApp us at 771-1791. Millennial youth.
back on top of the hill. Every day our next video gone viral. Bullying in school and young girl in court. Like they stepping on a downward spiral.
Street919fm.com, the official station of the First Nation.
Where young girls before had an unwritten law to be to achieve. Now all of that slip for weekly they trip in the schoolyard fighting, pulling wheel. They turn warrior princess just like Xena. The country ballin', forget books and toting knife instead. I saw mean girls, but these young teens meaner. The country ballin', would gang up and beat a girl to shreds. Yes, they're moving cold, like they have no soul. When mercy and sympathy we lack, time to build the country back. Family values under attack, time to build the country back. If you love the red, white and black, time to build this country back. Back, 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 back. Time to build this country back, 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 back. We should look up to our leaders. They are the ones to point the way. Find a role model in every elder. must practice what they say.
All right, Trinidad and Tobago, so I'm back with you here on the Street 919 FM. And as you know, on a Wednesday, we give the young people of Trinidad and Tobago a voice to be heard here on the Street 919 FM. We do things different, we do things that is relevant, and we do things that will, somewhat bring some kind of hope to the youth and to the listeners of the Street 919 FM. So, I have two young persons in studio with me already. Yes, I have two young guests in studio. It's not the same two young persons that was with me last week, but I have two other young persons that are with me today. And, we always have the young lady and the young man. I'm not gonna introduce them just yet, but I'm just letting you know that you need to go onto our Street 919 FM Facebook Live, and you can be interactive with my two young co-hosts today. So I'm just going to put them on notice that if you are co-hosting with me, there are some things that we do as co-hosts, that you do as co-hosts. So you're going to have some homework or some things that you have to do to continue to, make your stay here one of radio friendly. Is that okay? Sure. Right. Once you understand that, and you know that you have some things to do that will keep you as a radio. Today you are now a radio personality. Definitely. All right.
We gotta save it. Oh yeah, my sweet TNT. Oh yeah. We used to sing sweet Trinidad. To leave here, boy, you must be mad. This is the land of milk and honey, rum and coke and easy money. While those verses we were singing, alarm bells kept on ringing. Pundits on each pulpit saying, "Oh, heart and our soul decaying." Suddenly we wake up to a living nightmare of bliss while electorials ask, how did we ever come to this? But so long we hearing, you got to stand up and be counted. But daily we're intimidated. Every day our next to witness silence while we recoil from the violence. In our land there is a crisis. Broke police, unruly ISIS, while sweet revenge gangs exacting. Police commissioner still acting Trinbago. It's time we separate the goat from the sheep. Tell them talk is cheap. Reporting the world when we have to read. While them police busy playing hide and seek. We're facing the world when we had to read. Hey. Oh yeah. Oh.
All right, Trinidad and Tobago. So join me on Street 919 FM. And today, as I said to you, I have two young persons in studio with me. My two young guests are going to be talking to you
In our school skits
on various issues. I'm going to, put them on the spot too.
on our school
Yes, I'm going to put them on the spot also. But I have two young persons in studio. I'm going to share with you some of the things that you see happening in Trinidad and Tobago.
cause blackness get rich or die. Alkaline to move on.
So share the live, tell somebody to join me. Google on the Street 919 FM Facebook page
Centrifugal black hole on
as we hear from the youth
to wake your punch.
of Trinidad and Tobago.
So long we've been hearing evil triumphs when good men do nothing. No triggers pump while words be fraughting, and while church attendance real low. Protest back plus them casino, while black market prices haggling. Through our ports with big guns they smuggling. Spanish women are hot like their music. Saucy salsa, human traffic, Trinbago. We can't wait. The devil making hay while we sleep. Tell them talk land. Busy street, yes, in our city. Shield by beast who strong, no pity. Now there's fear and trepidation. What is happening to our nation? So I pray this one infraction will propel us into action. Trinbago, the time is now. We have to take our country back while these monsters flow. We cannot run from their attack. That is why I'm still saying, time to stand up and be counted. Our young girls, they're being hunted, not for jobs by institutions, but by clubs for prostitution. While for new gas, some arranging on the seas, cargo exchanging in the Gulf, drugs, guns, and women, and the Coast Guard cannot stop them. Trinbago, the time is now. Look how the murderers leap, tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to reap. Before more of our daughters, they put us to sleep. Most of this world when we have to reap. Time to stand up and be counted. We must defeat this threat they've mounted. We cannot wait for no messiah, like hero fiddling through the fire. But while the flames we keep romancing, the grim reaper keeps advancing across the land. He casts his shadow, slashing victims to the marrow. Trinbago, the time is now. Look how the price we pay don't sleep while some labor keep. We're caught in the world when we have to reap. We need a fresh new broom for a broad crime sweep. Most of this world when we have to reap. Save our land, Trinidad and Tobago. We gotta save it. Oh yeah, my sweet TNT. Oh yeah. We used to sing sweet, sweet Trinidad. To leave here, boy, you must be mad. This is the land of milk and honey, rum and coke and easy money. While those verses we were singing, alarm bells kept on ringing. Pundits on each pulpit saying, oh heart and our soul decaying. Suddenly we wake up to a living nightmare, not bliss. While electorials ask, how did we ever come to this? But so long we hearing, you got to stand up and be counted. But daily we're intimidated. Every day our next witness silence while we recoil from the violence. In our land there is a crisis. Broke police, unruly ISIS, while sweet revenge gangs exacting. Police commissioner still acting. Trinbago, time. We separate the goat from the sheep. Tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to reap. While them police busy playing hide and seek. We're facing the world when we have to reap. Hey. Oh yeah. Save our land, Trinidad and Tobago. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. In our schools, kids getting on. We're fighting, making porn. Our school girls, you won't believe. Live MMA, they're pulling weave. Check the vibes, they're living by. Dance all slackness, get rich or die. Alkaline to Movado. Mention Mike Strode, they don't know. No morals, no ethics. There is a centrifugal black hole. Not we must move quick to wake their conscience and save their soul. So long we've been hearing evil triumphs when good men do nothing. No triggers pump while words be fraught in, and while church attendance real low. Protest back plus them casino, while black market prices haggling.
right, Trinidad and Tobago. So let me introduce my guest in studio with me today. So they're going to tell you who they are.
Has been revealed how they function on battlefield. Busy street, yes, in our city. Killed by beasts who show no pity. Now there's fear and trepidation. What is happening to our nation? So I pray this one infraction will propel us into action. Trinbago, the time is now. We have to take our country back while these monsters flow. We cannot run from their attack. That is why I'm still saying, time to stand up and be up.
Right, so they're ready to introduce themselves to you. I just have to prompt them, you know, you have to prepare them in a kind of way, so.
By clubs for press,
But share the live.
welcome you guys.
Share the live.
On
Mr. Williams, good day to you, sir. Share the live.
the golf, drugs, guns, and women. And the Coast Guard cannot stop them. Trinbago.
I don't listen to the Street 919 FM, Mr. Williams, especially on a Wednesday, boy. He doesn't make show and come on.
Yeah, Mr. Sean Williams.
Yeah, man. So let me allow the young lady to introduce herself.
Thank you, Pastor Google. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. I am Jesney Campbell. I am 22 years old. I reside in Valencia. I'm also a holder of a bachelor's degree in psychology. And despite holding a bachelor's degree in psychology, I'm also a young person that is strong and hold firmly the enhancement of youth development. Youth development is I'm a strong advocate for youth development.
Wow, very good. Yes, sir.
Well, listeners of 91.9, Pastor Google, I want to thank you for allowing us to be here. I am Luquan Perry, former Junior Minister of Tourism for Trinidad and Tobago in 2016.
Former what?
Junior Minister of Tourism under Shamfa Kojo administration. As well as a National Youth Awardee for Leadership Youth Award in 2019. And just a strong advocate for young people. As Jesney would have said, development. And I'm really passionate about that for young people.
Youth development.
Youth development.
Youth development. So I have two young persons who are strong advocates for youth development. Trinidad, I want to say that again. So there are two young persons in the studio here today who are strong advocates for youth development.
Yes.
So let's start the discussion. Let's start the ball rolling. And today, seeing that you all talked about strong advocates for youth development, how have you all, what are some of the things that you can say that from 2015 to now has brought forth some sort of youth development in Trinidad and Tobago? You want to go first, young lady?
Yes, Pastor Google. If I had to speak about the amount of things that have been done from 2015 to 2020 for young people, we wouldn't have enough time on this station to really state all those things.
I agree.
Pastor Google, before we start, I believe strongly that youth development is a strong topic in Trinidad and Tobago. And when I think about youth development, I think about this line from a famous Whitney Houston song. I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. And when I think about that line, I think about some of the programs that are available for young people in Trinidad and Tobago. For example, the OTT program. The government of Trinidad and Tobago recognized some of the issues young people are facing in terms of development, and they decided to raise the stipend rate by 10%. They also decided to expand the program, so some people are now more eligible to join the program. And I would also like to go on to utilizing the curriculum in Youth Ambassador program, where young people will not only get a chance to develop in Trinidad and Tobago, but also on a regional basis to become dealing with social issues on a national level. As a young person, I feel proud to be a part of a country where youth development is a priority.
Right. What would you say?
Pastor Google, let me say this, in development, there are many aspects we must look at. One aspect I want to stick with today is empowerment. The opportunity for me to be here is an empowerment. It's providing me with the opportunity to share the perspective of the young people. You have been empowered to be on the station. It's giving young people the opportunity. And not just giving young people the opportunity, but recognizing and highlighting young people. And I could say the youth development, especially under this administration, I must commend the Honorable Minister, Ms. Shamfa Kojo, with the reintroduction of the National Youth Awards. This is the Youth Awards where it recognized young people and highlighted young people, and it also empowered young people to do great things. Young people have been working hard in Trinidad and Tobago, and they must be recognized. And I have been pleased to see that the reintroduction of the National Youth Awards has been put in place because it has highlighted persons in the agriculture, arts and culture, entrepreneurship, environment, leadership, sports and recreation. I believe that aspect alone, by recognizing young leaders in Trinidad and Tobago, is a great achievement because it has empowered young people, and young people who have not achieved, they are seeing young people achieving, they are seeing young people doing great things, and it's like a motivation drive, it's like the mirror. So the young motivate the young, and I'm really pleased about that. I can go on and on, but I have more about empowerment and more about what I believe is excellent youth development.
Laquan, not only the utilization of the National Youth Award, I would like to talk about the opening of the Lavantil swimming pool. When we think about a swimming pool, we think about recreational activities, we think about swimming, we think about other water games that young people can involve in. But I think as a psychology student, as a past psychology student, I think about the therapeutic and mental health development that a young person can achieve by engaging in swimming activities. So that's another great thing that I appreciate that was done by our government.
So let me ask you, where you from? Where you from, young one?
I'm from San Grande.
Sandy Grande?
Yeah, San Grande.
And I'm from Valencia.
San Grande.
So Toko, Sandy Grande and Valencia. Well, that is the UNC believe that seat is up for grabs, eh? They believe that the young people in that part
let me tell you this, everybody has a belief. Everybody has a belief.
Everybody have a theory.
Everybody has a theory.
That doesn't mean their belief is accurate, you know?
Okay.
So, that's just facts. I'm speaking because I'm from San Grande. I represent young people in San Grande because I'm involved in many youth organizations, community organizations. And I hope people don't feel because country and stuff like that we are illiterate and stuff. Right. No, we are not. We are very well intelligent and we know what is the right decision to make.
Come on, Laquan, say it again.
So wait, just let me ask you this. So you're saying that because when we look at what happened in the local government elections and we see where it was a tie and now it has switched hands. People are saying that the young people in Sandy Grande are saying that they're willing to give somebody another chance.
No, it's not that the young people are willing to give somebody another chance, Pastor Google. And I mentioned the word empowerment. I am here today to empower other young people. Young people in the local government election didn't come out because they didn't see the importance of it.
Okay.
They didn't see the importance of it. And I guess I really want to share the importance of voting today with young people for all the listeners, because it's very, very vital in our society, in our system today.
Okay.
So it's nothing with, the young people given another chance or another choice, not at all.
Was it they did not see the need or the importance?
They didn't see the importance, really. But, education is the important thing in terms of elections, campaign and stuff like that. And Christmas time and the rush with young people and stuff like that. So it's based on decision making, and it's based on coming out and knowing your place as a young person.
Okay, so we're gonna deal with that today too.
Sure about that.
Apart from, as you said, in educating the youth about empowerment, you're gonna share with them to empower yourself by voting also.
Definitely.
Taking advantage. Developing yourself.
And developing yourself.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to look into that. Those two topics today: young persons in developing themselves and the importance of voting. I want to hear that. So I'm going to be the devil's advocate, as they would say. All right, and I'm going to provoke you or question you along those lines to share with young persons or give you the mindset. I mean, you can open up the phone lines too to hear from other young persons about, you know, why they don't see the need or the importance of voting. And I'm telling you that I can bring a young person now in your presence and he would tell you, nah, I ain't voting, I don't see the need to. And I will let him tell you why. So we're going to go for a break. When we come back, we're going to go back to this discussion.
We know the streets because we talk to the streets.
Come talk with us on the Street 919 FM.
I'm looking for a Ubia man. Don't walk up and see. So she go leave she husband and run away with me.
This Saturday on Iwer Stage.
Yo, what up, friends? It's your boy Stargram here, and you see this coming Saturday, the 15th of June. It's all about yours truly, Amit Stargram, heading down to Iwer Stage. Yes, Iwer Stage for the first time ever Chutney Clash. You heard it, the first time ever Chutney Clash. Iwer Stage, that's this coming Saturday, the 15th of June. I'm going to be singing against my sister in the business, Kavita Ramkisoon, the Chutney Empress. So we're going to be live from 8 p.m. on Facebook, Street 919 FM, and 101.7 Facebook page. You all keep it locked. Don't you miss it. This coming Saturday from 8 p.m. Yours truly, Instagram, Kavita Ramkisoon. See you.
Hey guys, this is Igil Kavita Ramkisoon, your Chutney Empress, and on Saturday, June 13th, I am coming to Iwer Stage on 919. We're having something called a Chutney Clash. And guess who I'm up against? Amit Sagram. That's my boy, you know. But you see, Saturday is no mercy. We starting at 8, so don't be late. It's 2 Chutney Soca finalists ripping it up on one stage. The vibe's real nice. Don't miss it, you know.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George, Facebook Neil Iwer George, and YouTube Iwer TV. It's Iwer Stage.
Hello, this is Pastor Charles from the Upper Room Ministry. Tune into the Street 91.9 FM every Wednesday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. for a time of prayer and intercession. I want you to know that we are going to have a TIME time in the presence of God, lifting up our nation, lifting up our families in prayer. I'm looking forward to, my God, for you to join with me. Praise God, every Wednesday, praise God, praying for our nation, praying for our families, praying for our children. Join with me every Wednesday at 12 midnight. Tune into the Street 91.9 FM. God bless you.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Every child is incredibly intelligent. Parents, reach higher. Be stronger. Join Olive Rice Club, producer of the IBG line of educational products, right here every Thursday morning at 11:15. Get the genius out of the children. Hear how you can work with the IBG phonic program and see your children learn at least 200 times faster. Remember, IBG guarantees rapid progress for champions to turn this nation around. It's right here on 91.9 FM every Thursday morning at 11:15. For more info, call 336-3896 or 725-READ.
Come talk with us. Remus Hughes, Hard Talk, Real Talk on the Street, 919 FM.
All right, Trinidad and Tobago, so we're back with you. So the discussion has already started to heat up in the studio, you know. But you was telling me that your dad does listen.
Yes, my dad and my mom listen to 91.9 FM. I just want to give those guys a shout out. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
You know what they call their name? No. your family listen?
Of course, even my grandparents right now always have the radio on. And they are listening, even my parents, the youth groups that I'm involved in, everybody's tuning.
Everybody's tuning. Okay. So you all are saying to me that young people in Grandy didn't go out to vote in the local government. Your perception is because they were not too informed about local government. I think that's not just only young persons, I think that is generally, a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people.
But we're talking you today, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying to me that young persons, we believe that for this upcoming general election, they're going to come out.
Definitely. You see, young people always remember good that someone do for them. And they also remember the bad that people do. And what we would have achieved, as I said earlier, on empowerment. Once a young person in power, they are power to tip their finger and to support someone who would have empowered them. You know, and in this wrongs, I know for sure young people are not playing, because we scroll through the social media and we see the memes, we see the propaganda, we see the fake news, because the government websites, the government as well too, is always sharing information to combat the fake news.
Okay.
Pastor Google, I would like to touch on young people voting.
Right.
And I would like to touch on the development part of young people voting. A lot can change in 5 years. A lot can change in 4 years. I think a lot of young people neglect the importance of voting because they see it as, that nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Right? But it has a lot to do with us as young people, because we are the future. You can go into secondary school, start secondary school and leave secondary school in 5 years. You can have a family in 5 years. You can change multiple jobs in 5 years. So we as young people need to take control of our future and vote.
And as she spoke about the secondary schools, Pastor Google, you know how many secondary schools we have in the Toko Sangani constituency?
Tell me.
We have approximately probably more than 8 or 10. Because I could go from Matlot, Toko, Matura, Valencia Secondary School. We have Sangani Secondary School, Northeastern Secondary School. We have persons who attend Mansalina Secondary School, right, I read myself, Northeast District to say. And each year we have graduates of new voters. And what happens is that new voters have never experienced voting.
Right.
But what is important is allowing them to understand the democracy of our society. Yeah. So many of them don't understand the democracy. They think it's autocratic. They think it is just we're politicians and that's it. But it's everybody's business.
So if there's a young person was to come in the studio now and say to you why he or she will not be voting or feel as though they shouldn't vote, you think that you could share with them, or you can talk to them and tell them why you think that they should vote? Because there are some people who think, well, I'm not voting because I don't see anything. I just have to do everything for myself. Nobody don't give me anything. I just have to do everything for myself. What would you say to that person?
Pastor Google, I will ask them, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Yes, you may have the belief that nobody doesn't do anything for you, but you have a chance to change that. And in order to change that, you need to become involved in what is happening in your country, and you need to vote.
Okay.
I mean, she gives them an intellectual way. By going and relate to them straight up.
Straight up.
You know, straight up. where you see yourself the next 5 years is understandable. They may wonder and be like, but still that doesn't matter, I will vote. You know, not disputing the fact that she could also encourage them by asking them that question. But I think if you could clearly identify good leadership for a young person and what a leader will do for you or what a leader has done for you, in terms of appreciating what we have given is most important. And engaging with young people, not just engaging with them on the level as come out and vote, but getting them involved. Many persons talk bad about something because they're not involved in it, you know.
Oh, okay.
And that is for young people itself. Once we have them involved, and what I've seen that this government right now is trying to get young people involved, because we would have seen, as I said, the empowerment. She spoke about the CARICOM Youth Ambassadors. That is getting a young person involved. I spoke about recognizing the young people from the National Youth Awards. That is getting them involved. We have Makeda Antwine, a young ambassador who represented Trinidad and Tobago internationally. That is getting a young person involved. And yet still we have different ways of getting young people involved. We have the young people who just into sports, get them involved. We have the young people who just into education, get them involved. So it's identifying the interests of each young person and being able to get them involved. And if I know what is your interest, Pastor Google, I will surely get you involved into voting.
Very good, Lukwa, and I totally agree with your point. It was very strong.
Okay, all right.
So what do you think? Because your age, you are older, you're not considered a youth right now.
Right.
But in your perspective, what do you think?
You see, I have interacted with young persons who have shared their non-interest in voting. They don't want to vote. They don't believe that it is making sense voting as young persons. Right? Why? Because as a young person, why? Because as I said to you, they believe that they don't like the politics and they don't like the style of politics in Trinidad and Tobago. It's yesterday. Yes, yesterday a young man was talking to me from my church, and he was saying to me, Pastor, I find this politics thing. If somebody do something good, even though you oppose to maybe some of their policies, if they did something good, what's wrong with saying it good? We are all Trinidadians. We all live here, and we can all agree that something is good, right? But he doesn't like the style of politics where, okay, I will just disagree. I will disagree for disagreeing's sake, and he doesn't like that, right? And that is a turn off to him.
And there's the emotional aspect of it,
right?
Yeah.
There is also the ones who say, as I said to you, nobody do nothing for me. Nobody. If I have to get a job, I have to go and get my job. But I would have looked at it from this angle where, okay, in order for you to get a job, you have to get education. Education is a policy of a government.
Yeah.
And if a government doesn't put good educational policies in place, then you will not be educated enough to get a job. That's one. And two, so if you do graphic designing and you would have done a diploma in graphic designing, it cost that. Which government policy came up with cost that? Which government policy would have seen the need to have graphic design as a what's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember. I can't find the word right now. But as a way of or for you to be educated or for you to get informed back. So in other words, who saw well? Okay, hey, graphic design is something that young people would want to learn and to get. So here what we're going to bring in that module into the education system. That's what we're looking for. So all the different educational modules that we have in COSTAT came up because of a policy that a government recognized that not everybody can go to UE.
Yeah.
Not everybody can go to all those or go away to study. So here what? We're going to find a way that we can get young people who may have gotten 2 or 3 O-level subjects and bring them up to mark, up to scratch, and by opening an avenue, which is cost that, to educate them. So if a government didn't do that, you would have still be struggling to find an avenue or some way to be educated.
Pastor Google, I want to say something. This is not a blame game here. But the government has put things in place. But what would have affected us, the people ourselves? Because, yes, you said the education system is in place. Yes, you said the cost that is in place. But not everybody has that intention.
Right.
But there are persons and young persons who have the intention to just do trade. But because of the perception in their environment would have created, they are disenchanted. Because they are not being encouraged, they are not being empowered, they are not being motivated.
And developed.
So it's sometimes, and that's the thing, the young man would have looked at politics, and everybody will look at politics. But politics surrounds every environment we are in. This interaction here right now is politics. Yeah? So sometimes it's upon ourselves as young people because there are so many resources. But I think it's the drive to keep wanting to be developed as a young person. Because as I said, some persons have 1,000 friends on Facebook and 1,000 followers on Instagram. And we scroll and we see videos, we see what's going on in Trinidad and Tobago daily, by the minute. And simple thing like going on governmental websites, looking at what do I need to do in order to get a startup for a business. You know, and these are things that I would like to encourage young people to look at. And not just look at the politics, but look at what they are doing for you and as a government, what a leader is doing for you on the whole, for you to be developed.
What is being offered?
What is being offered?
Yeah.
But again, some people might say nothing is being offered because what you might think a young person might be interested in, there's some of them who are not interested in that. There's some of them who, all right, so there's this question or statement that is always being made. This is the statement or the suggestion. If I'm sitting on a block selling marijuana and I get in close to $500 a day, selling marijuana on a block, that I had to leave the block. You telling me leave that block and go to school after in order to gain an education, to get money, sometimes less money than I was making on the block.
Pastor Google, this is a societal issue, yes.
Right.
And there are many factors that contribute to this issue. A young man don't just decide to say, I want to go on the block.
Okay.
Because they know the amount of money a block will making for. And just want to take the risk itself to go on the block. As I said, there are factors that influence our decision making. And sometimes the factors we can prevent it in a large scale. And that is where we have to come in a minor scale and deal with it on a personal issue. You know? And that is why, and let me touch on this too. The government right now have an initiative called Iwer Tv under the same Ministry of Sport and Youth Affairs. And I want to again acknowledge the Honorable Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs.
So then you say to me I had to get the minister in the studio to talk about
it? Because it's basically males going into communities and empowering young men like myself. Yeah? They're reaching out to communities. You could go on Facebook, you could see it, Iwer Tv. And I have a quote I found on that same Facebook page from the Iwer Tv. It says, you don't find willpower, you create willpower. And that's where I'm coming with the empowerment again. What are the factors that is empowering young people into their decision making? So you spoke about the young man on the block and he making the 500, but if we target it at a tender age, we will mitigate this issue. And I have seen this government trying to, and they're working very hard in terms of empowering young people, in terms of tackling this stage. I could go on with another empowerment program, but I'm sure Jesney has, because Jesney has focused on growth as well too. And I'm very happy that, we work together. She works with growth, I works empowerment, So Jesney would have told me, because coming up on the way, Jesney would have said, but let's look at this. we're speaking about the CARICOM Youth Ambassadors, right? But it's targeting a certain group of young people. Let's look at the simple thing as the swimming pool. And say, but Jesney, you did psychology. And when we start to think about it, it's like there's different factors where young people, where they can find an avenue.
Okay, well, I give you all some stuff, and I want you all to share with the information to the listening public of Trinidad. So the young people have some information they're going to share with you. So listen carefully to some of the information they're going to share with you now.
Eastside Plaza has been sanitized. Eastside Plaza is COVID-free. Eastside Plaza is ready for the grand reopening this Monday, the 8th of June at 9 a.m. The deals at Eastside Plaza daily in the heart of the city are wonderful. Eastside Plaza is located at number 32 Charlotte Street in Port of Spain. Opening hours are from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Everything from foodstuff, lunches, pottery, African wear, gift items, tailor services, hair salon services, and much more. Everything means everything. Head into Port of Spain and check out Eastside Plaza, number 32 Charlotte Street.
D&M Wireless Trip. Father's Day is almost here. So let's show all the dads that we care. D&M Wireless in New City Mall is having a Father's Day promotion. New City Mall is located at number 3 Charlotte Street and number 41 Independence Square in Port of Spain. The grand prize is a Bluetooth headset. To be eligible, you must spend $150 or more in the store, or send 2 persons to our store to shop. And they must provide store personnel with the person who referred them name and contact information. The promotion begins Monday, June 8, 2020, and the prize will be drawn on Friday, June 26, 2020. Come, check us out today at D&M Wireless at New City Mall.
Technology just went one step further with the Global Galaxy app. The Global Galaxy app shows you where the hotspots are when looking for a good time. It allows you to see a live projection of the amount of people in a specific club, restaurant, hotel, boat ride, and much more, showing you menus, reviews, specials, and much more. Global Galaxy is worldwide and allows business owners to upload your content, videos, memes, and menus. Global Galaxy is also a very good marketing strategy to allow more traffic in your establishment and is available free for both Android and iOS devices. So any user that downloads this app sees all the participants in restaurants, hotels, bars, boat rides, and wherever you would like to go. Business owners just have to log in at our website at www.globalgalaxy.com and register on the website, and you will have an admin section where you will be able to manage the visual of those who will be using the app. As long as you install the app and check into the participating outlet, it gives you a prompt to check in anonymously. So please don't be alarmed. You would not be informed of who would be at the establishment. It just gives you a quantitative live feed so that you would know exactly where you would like to go. Feel free to download the app. Global Galaxy app available on both Android and iOS devices.
Triple J Glass Supply, grand opening on Monday, 15th of June, 2020. At Smithfield Trace, number 2 Scarborough, we provide glass of all types and shapes for aquariums, showcases, windows, doors, louvers, podiums, cake stands, replacement of broken windows in your homes, also replacement of plexiglass on your vehicle. Here at Triple J Glass Supply, we also supply and install commercial doors. First customer to buy a bath enclosure gets free installation, and the first customer to purchase any item get a mirror free. For more information, you can call 721-5786, and I call that number 721-5786, or email us at triplej.glass@gmail.com. Triple J Glass Supply, fixing glass is our job.
Iwer Stage. The series of concerts to keep servicing fans both locally and internationally is on again this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday from 7 p.m. till. To check out this week's lineup, it will be on Thursday, the 11th of June. It will be Pan's Night with Panis Kern Somersville. Friday, the 12th of June, will be Singing Francine and Contender. Saturday, 13th of June, is Chutney Slash. Male versus female, Amit Sagram versus the Chutney Empress, Kavita Ramkisoon. Sunday, 14th of June, would be Comedy Night as usual. Iwer Stage will be streaming live from Instagram at Iwer, all caps, and at the Street 91.9 FM. Facebook, Neil Iwer George, and the Street 91.9 FM. YouTube, Iwer George.
919 FM. This Saturday,